Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and today's video is the Collab-tastic Ladies. And we're back at it again, and today we're using the Queen palette from Eloise. And we got this in our BoxyCharm a while back. And it's such a great palette, and it just, you know, I wanted to use it again. And so I've been waiting for the opportunity for all of us to use it together as a group in our collabs. So it's Joylyn Grendel, Becky's Empty Nest, Jamie Jarrozzy, Lauren Perkins, and I. And so anyhow, these are the shades in the palette. And so we decided to do a palette bingo, but we wanted to simplify it and just use 3 shades. So I ran the 20 shades. There's 20 shades here. I ran my numbers app and let it randomly pick out 3 shades for me, and so the numbers that I got were 19, which is this shade Regal right here, and then I got number 4, which is My Lady, so those two go good together, and then I got the shade Queen. So all of these are in the the purple family. This is a warmer purple, of course. This is a cooler tone, and this is just a really pretty pinkish purple, a real pretty shimmer. So I feel like I lucked out. I really do. So let me just swatch these for you and show you what I'm working with. So Regal, My Lady, and Queen. So these are 3 shades that I have not used before in the palette, so I'm really glad for the opportunity to try something that's actually cohesive but yet new to me. And I don't mind mixing cools with warms, you know, especially since they're all in the same family, the purple family. So anyway, if you haven't seen my last video that I did with Andi Does Stuff, that's what I did. I used cools and warms together to create a smoky look. So anyway, I'm just gonna get right into this. I've got everything. I've got foundation. My eyebrows are done. Concealer, powder, and a little bit of cream blush. And that's all I've done today. I really didn't want to go out with a whole full face, you know, with bronzer and contour and, you know, all of that, highlighter and every bit. So I just wanted to kind of keep it simple. And with this color story here, I'm going to try to do an everyday look. So this is a pressed pigment right here, so I've got to be careful with that one. So I'm just going to use a fluffy brush. I'm going to go in with a let me go in with this one right here. This is from BH Cosmetics, the number 2 tapered fluffy brush, and I'm gonna just tap into that real careful like and just see how this does, and just kind of lay the pigment down and then start to sweep it. And I'm going up high on the crease. See, I'm not even really down it deep, you know. I just wanted to kind of go up high because when I relax my eye and I open my eye, I want to be able to see the color. See what I'm talking about? Alright, so just a little bit more of that. And I'm gonna smoke it up. So I wanted to start with the pigment because it's definitely a matte and it can give me a really nice warmth for the other colors to blend into. And since we're only doing 3 shadows, you know, you have to choose one that's really going to be the the dominant color. So this is the one I'm choosing. Now this, you have to be careful with a purple like this, because if you don't apply it just right, you're going to look like you got a black eye. Okay. And to me, purples they're hard to create. They're hard, you know, not to be patchy. They're hard to formulate. That's what I'm talking about. And so if you find a company that does purple right, then, you know, you got something good. So then, of course, you have to apply it in a way that's going to be flattering and not make you look like you've been in a fight. So, but the formulas in this palette are just beautiful. And BoxyCharm was so, and Eloise, the company, the brand for the Queen palette, were so generous. I mean, they offered it not only in boxes, but they came back, and I think it came out in the premium box, and then later on they added it to a base box, and then they added it to pop-up. So, you know, people had a chance to pick it up, you know, if they didn't get it in their boxes. So there's a lot of people that got this palette. So I'm thinking, since we're using it, you know, we could, you know, give people a reason to pull it back out again and create some looks for fall, you know. And I think purples look good in fall. We'll see what the other girls do, what their random number generators select for them. You know, there's so many pretty colors in this palette. I suspect that somebody may get a blue or an orange, you know, or go with the pinks. I mean, you could go a number of different directions with this palette. You know, somebody may get, you know, like purple and orange together. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Or pink and purple together. Alright, so I'm covering pretty good bit of space here. I'm going to leave a little bit up there towards the lash line. And make sure that's pretty even. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Alright, now let's go in with this. I want to go in with this darker shade now, the one that's called Queen. That one. And I'm going to use a smaller fluffy brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. It's the number 3 from this set. And this little shade, this little eyeshadow right here is like a cool tone shimmer. So I'm just going to go deep in this outer section here, like this outer V. And just deepen this up. And it's got such a rich plumminess to it that it's almost like a plummy black in a way. I mean, I'm not saying it's a black, but it leans in that color tone. See what I'm talking about? And it's just, it adds such depth. It's swatched beautifully. And you can see the warm, you know, the mauviness that's in there. So it's definitely a purple. So this is a color I would mix with any of the purples that are in the palette. I would mix it with the oranges in the palette too, because it's got that darkness to it that would blend really, really well. With the oranges. So let me just show you on my hand here. We've got, let me just do a couple of swatches here. We've got, let's see, let's do Your Highness and go in with this one called Kingdom. And I'm just going to swatch them side by side just so you can see how good they would go with that purple. So there's a matte. That's Kingdom. This one right here. And then this one right here is called Your Highness, which is a shimmer. So if you're looking to, you know, mix purple with orange, you know, for a fall look, I mean, that would be really pretty. Alright, so I'm just creating that shape there in the outer V. I'm just blending that into the crease. And I can always add more to that if I feel like I need it. Okay, let me just stop right there with that. And now let me take a flat packing brush. This is the number 4 from that same set, BH Cosmetics. Lauren gave these to me. I like using them. They're good. All right, now I'm going to go in with that shade called My Lady, which is, it's kind of a pinkish purple right there, but it would blend well with any of the pinks, any of the purples, that red. These reds right here, it would blend really good with any of those. Really, to me, the only oddball color in this palette is this Pop of Blue right here. When you pull open the palette, you know, and you start looking at all the colors, I mean, this is the first thing that jumps out at you. And then my eye went to this blue right here. But it's such a cooler toned jewel, you know, a jewel type color, like a sapphire, that you could easily mix it, you know. But this one right here is so unique to the palette, to the color story. But it would really, you know, it would really be pretty, you know, once you started playing and mixing. All right, now I'm going to take that color and I'm just going to pop it right here on the lid. I'm just doing this center section here. And this is, it lays down almost like a mauve. Like a mauve-y kind of a pink. And it is a shimmer. Now our rule was to do a 3 colored eye look. And if we felt like we needed a 4th one, we could choose it. But if we could get by without it. Alright, I'm just taking that over into this intersection here, just that whole half of the lid. Like if you were going to do a half cut crease, just think like that. See, and that just blends in so pretty. This shade right here is so buttery. So easy to work with. I love this palette. I think it's a great palette. The quality's here. You know, it's easy to work with. The shades blend really well together. You know, it comes from the UK. I had never heard of the company or the brand before BoxyCharm, you know, introduced it to us. So I really wouldn't mind seeing more from the brand in our BoxyCharm. Okay. See, so see how this color does look kind of reddish on my eye. So it would easily blend in with the reds, I think. Okay. Now let me find a smaller detail brush here, and I want to go back into that dark purple, and I'm just going to this little brush came from the Oaklawn palette that Becky gave to us last month. I've just kept it, and I've used not the spongy end so much. I mean, I have used the spongy end a couple times, but this other end, I love the way it's shaped. It just fits right underneath the lash line, just perfect. Alright, so I'm just going to do the outer half of the lower lash line with that dark shade. And I'm just going to sweep it up and connect it to what I've got going, like a reverse cat eye kind of a thing. And this shade right here, y'all, is so pigmented. You can't be shy and use this color, because it's like, hello, I'm here. I can see it too. I can see you're here. Okay, again, I'm just going up and just kind of using that as to form a line, and just blending that into what I already laid down and deepening that up. Okay, now I'm going to take that other packing brush that I used the lighter color on, and I'm going to go back into My Lady, that lighter shimmer, and I'm going to put that right here in the front. I'm going to go right up underneath the tear duct and just carry that over and blend it in to that darker shade. And I've got a little bit of, I smudged a little bit too much right through there. Okay, but that's pretty much it. So if you feel like you need to use a little, if you need a little more shimmer, you know, like an inner quarter highlight or a brow bone highlight, you know, instead of using another shadow, I could stick within the 3 shadow rule, and I could just use a little bit of highlighter. So I've got this little blush duo here. It's a beauty blush duo in Peach Honey, which has like a little bit of a sheen to it, and I really like this product. So I've been using it not only on my cheeks, but I've also been using it on my eyes too. So let's just go ahead, and I'm going to use this Complex Culture highlighter brush that I've got, and I'm just going to like go around in a circle here, and I'm going to apply this to the tops of my cheeks, and we're going to try to apply this in several places to kind of bring the look together, you know, between the cheeks and the I just want like a little bit of a glow. And I used an illuminator, that Rodial illuminator, underneath my foundation. See how pretty that is right there, y'all? That's just a really pretty glow, I think. And it's not one of those ones that just takes you up into space, but it's enough. It's enough. Okay, and then I can just take a smaller brush. I can use this little one here from Wet n Wild. It's a flat packing brush, and I'm going to go into that lighter side there. And I can just pop that right there in the brow bone, just a little bit, not a whole lot. I just love a brow bone highlighter. Even if it's matte, I just like to highlight the brow bone. Okay, and then I'm just going to I'm going to pack that on, and I'm going to go into the inner corner of my eye here. And you're going to see that this is not an intimidating highlighter at all. See, it offers a little bit of brightness without, you know, looking. It doesn't emphasize texture either. You know, when you get older, that's one of the first places that starts showing fine lines, is like the inner corner of your eye. Okay, so that's good right there. Just a little something something, just to give some interest to the look. The blush I'm using today is this one from Space Case. It's called It's Not Me, It's My Sign, and it's like almost like a cream blush. And I love this stuff, y'all. I've got a replacement for it, but I haven't opened it yet because I'm trying to use this one up. But it's a let me see if I can give you a swatch here just to show you how it's creamy, but it's not creamy. Does that make any sense? It's like a Super Shock Shadow formula. Anyway, here's the swatch. Just a really soft, peachy kind of a pink. Beautiful. I love it. I love this blush. I love the formula of this blush. I love how easy it is to apply. So the only thing I don't love is when you go to screw the cap back on. Well, here, let me clean it off. Maybe there's a residue that just now occurred to me. If sometimes if you can't get a cap back on, you just might have some residue, you know, around the portion that screws on. It just needs to be cleaned off. Let's try it now. Anyway, it's kind of stiff. It's one of those, see, it didn't go down all the way. Anyway, it's hard to get it down there. Okay, now let's do some mascara. Today I'm going to use an old one I'm trying to use up. This is the Miss Magna Voluminous Mascara by L'Oreal. And there's what the wand looks like. And I like this mascara because it does add volume. It's really super black, which I think is great for a look like this. And it volumizes your lashes so quickly. It's not like some mascaras where you have to go in with like 3 coats just to see a difference. Okay, now just a little bit on the bottom. And that's the thing about this wand, is it's got a fine enough tip to where you can get down there and, you know, get those little bitty lashes right here in the front. Okay. I really like the dark shade there, y'all. All right, now you're not going to see me wear purple eyeshadows too much. So this is definitely not something I would have chosen for myself, but I like it. And I think I pulled it off pretty good. So anyway, now let's try to make it monochromatic just for fun. And I'm going to use this liquid lipstick and this lip gloss, and I'm going to make like a monochromatic look. So this is from IBY Beauty, and I'm not sure the shade. It had a little tag down there, but it popped off. But look at this rich color. So I'm going to be careful. Wow. This lipstick, y'all, is intimidating. All right, let's brighten it up with some of this. This is from Alma here. I've used this several times in the last couple of months. And it just completely, wow, it transforms a matte liquid lipstick to something a little bit more creamy, and this needs to be blotted. Oh, it's really bright, really dark. It's vampy. I feel like I might as well be wearing black lipstick. But I wanted to do this. So, anyway, y'all, that is the look. My girls in the collab are going to probably be shocked at me for wearing this lipstick. But anyway, that is the look for today. So I appreciate y'all for watching, and thank you for, being with me today. This is a really super great palette, y'all. If you haven't had a chance to pick this up yet, let me know down in the comments if this is a palette that you would be interested in. I do have an extra one in my 750 subscriber giveaway. I decided to do a 750 instead of a 700 since I'm already at 740. Anyway, this is something I could add into the giveaway if you guys are interested in a palette like this. So just let me know down in the comments if you're interested or not, and I can add it in. All right, that's it for me today. I want to thank Lauren for the brushes. Again, I want to thank all the girls in the collab who are making it possible for us to consistently upload together. We've been doing this for several months now, quite a while, every single month. So we skipped August, but here we are, September, the 3rd. So it's not too bad. Anyway, click on the hashtag that we provided in the description up at the top at the heading, and all of us are using that hashtag, and so that should take you to everyone's videos. We're not trying to insert links in our videos any longer, just to make things easier. So anyway, just hit that hashtag and you can get to the other girls' channels. All right, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you today is my prayer. I'll see you in the next video.